We are good to go. So today we are going to see that how to design stuffing box, various parts of stuffing box, and how to assemble them in Autodesk Inventor. So you can see, as you can see, this is part 1. Then we have part 2 over here. Part 3 is this. This is part 4. And similarly, you have one more part, which is the nut and the screw, the stud. Let us see the Autodesk Inventor interface. So this is the interface you will get in Autodesk Inventor 2024. So let us start from creating a new part. So you can click on Control N or on this option, wherein this dialog box will appear, and then there are various options here. This is for part, create 2D and 3D objects. If you have to create an assembly file, then you have assembly option, and then drawing file you have another option. So let us go to standard IPT part. Let us click create. Yeah, so this is how your interface uh, is gonna be. There are various options over here to create something, to modify something. This is work features, this is pattern, this is create, freeform, surface. We are going to see all of them one by one, but let us start from creating this stuffing box part. So this is part 1. Before before we are going to start, let us check whether we have selected the dimensions in or not. For that, what you have to do is you have to go here, click on tools, and then go to document settings, and then you will get here units. Click on this unit tab, and then click the length, unit of the length to millimeter. Click on apply, and then close this. So now whatever you do now, your units will be in This is what you have to follow always. This is a standard procedure. You can see this part list over here. First part is body, material is given, quantity is given. So this is how your general drawing will look like. This is the side view. This below that is the top view. You can see over here, right? You can see here, these are the free dimensions, right? On the base, these are the free dimensions, and this you have to select, like you have to select on your own. It should be greater than the maximum of the given dimension. So the given dimension is 72 it should be greater than this. And same thing over here, this is 120 it should be greater than this. The free size, it has to be greater than this. So we are going to select 80 cross 140, let's say, not 80, 90 cross 140. So we are going to draw this base first. Let us see. So before going to that, you have to click here on start 2D sketch. Then this will come wherein you have to select the plane. Let us start from the XY plane. It is up to you which plane you have to select. We'll click on the rectangle option, right? And then there are various rectangles over here: 2-point rectangle, 3-point rectangle, 2-point center, and then 3-point center. So let us select 2-point rectangle, wherein you have to select a corner point of rectangle and another corner point of rectangle. So as you can see, you can see 13.771 is selected. So you are going to type the dimension over here, which is 140. And same way, move your cursor, select this 9.69, which is your breadth, and then you type 90, right? And press enter. So this is how your first figure will look like. The other way is you select this, delete it, click on rectangle again. Just draw on a random rectangle, go to dimensions, and then give your dimensions. This is 140, and then I select this as 90. So yeah, this is the another way. As I told you earlier, that for free size we can select our own dimensions, but it has to be greater than the given dimension. So we have selected 140 cross 90. Now what you have to do, you have to go into the 3D model and you have to extrude, right? So before extrusion you have to select what is the depth. Depth is given over here. So this is the depth or the thickness, which is 15 mm. Go to Inventor, extrude, then you have to select this, right, and distance A. Here you have to put 15 mm. Click on OK. Now there are different types of extrusions also. This is in direction A, which is default. This is direction B, which is flipped. Now the extrusion will be from on the other side of the plane. This is symmetric or through the center, right? So the thickness is going to be 15 mm, but half of 7.5 will come on the left hand side of the face, left hand side of the plane, and 7.5 is going to be on the right hand side of the plane. So this is symmetric, and if you have, like, you have to make asymmetric, one side has to be greater than other, then you are going to select the last option. So for timing we are going to select the default option and then press OK. So this is the base what you got, right? Let us see what is our next step. Our next step is to make this cylinder, right? So it is given that the outer diameter of this cylinder is 66 and the inner diameter is 42, right? So on this face we are going to draw a cylinder. So let us say this is the face. We are going to select this face and then click on create sketch, right? And at the center you have to draw a circle which is 66 outer dia. Let us make sure it is in the center. So for that what you have to do is go to dimension, select the center of the circle and this origin point. The total distance was 90, so this we have to select as, sorry, the total distance was 140, so this we have to select as 70. It is going to be in center, and this distance was 90, so this we have to select 45. So we make sure that this is in the center, and now you create another circle, inner circle, which was 32 in dia. Yeah, check this, 66 in dia, sorry, 66 in dia, and the inner circle was 42 in dia, right? So this was 42. We are going to change this as 42. Perfect. So this is something which you have to extrude outside, right? So go to 3D model again, and then you have to select extrude and the cylindrical profile, which is this. If you select this inner profile, it is going to be this circle, and if you select the cylindrical profile, it will extrude out to be like this. Let us check what is the thickness. The thickness is 50 mm, so we are going to extrude it up to 50 mm. This is how it is gonna look. We'll click OK. This is the cylinder, this is the part up till now what we have got. This profile you have to see the top view, right? So top view, it is given that the radius of curvature of this is 75. Same with radius of curvature of this also will be 75, and radius of curvature of this outer left hand side portion is 18, R18, it is mentioned over here. So we are going to create this sketch on this profile. From here on we have to extrude, so we have selected this face and then create new sketch. You can click the middle mouse button and then you just move it in order to pan, right? Zoom in, zoom out, and if you have to rotate it, click the shift key and the middle mouse button and then you just rotate it, right? So till here this we have done. We have to make this profile, so for that we have to see the top view. This is the top view, right? let us see how to proceed. We know that we have to make two M12 dia holes in this profile which are 84 mm apart from each other, and then the radius of curvature is given R18, which is from the center of this M12 diameter hole. So how we are going to proceed is we are going to make a circle whose die is 12, and before that we are going to make a reference line from the center. I'll tell you what is the reason of this. Draw a line, select the line, right click on it, and then convert it to construction. Put dimensions from here to here. It is 42, right? It was 84, so half of it is 42. Now I'll show you how to mirror this entity. Click on the entity which you have to mirror. In this case it is a circle. Click on the mirror line option over here, select the reference axis and then apply. You will get a mirror image of the entity which you have selected along this reference line, right? Okay. So draw another circle. It is given that radius of curvature is 18, so the diameter is going to be 36 here and here as well, right? Let us see the figure over here. It is given that the radius of curvature is 75 for this curve, and it is tangent to this curve as well as this curve. So for that, what you have to do, go to, okay, so yeah, two circles have been drawn. Then we have to draw an arc, 3-point arc, which is from here. These are the 2 points, right? And give the dimension as 75, right? Then over here, if you can see constraints, this is a constraint which is called as tangent, right? Click on this arc, sorry, this curve and this curve has to be tangent. Again, this curve and this curve has to be tangent. Now this is the profile which you have got. Go to line, create another construction geometry. Click on the line, right click, construction, select this geometry, select mirror. The mirror line is this, press apply. Okay, then this is an option which is called as trim, where you can trim the extra curves which you do not want. So this is the curve which we don't want, and another, this one is the curve which we don't want. Extra curve over here. Okay, so this extrusion length is of 15 mm, right? And let's go over here, go to 3D model, select extrude, select the profile, and then it is 15 mm. So that's your profile. But you can see that we missed one part. It was through hole of 42 mm. What we have to do? Nothing. I'll show an option. This is so this is called the model tree. This is your extrusion 1, the green shaded dotted lines. This is your extrusion 2, and this is your extrusion 3, right? Go to extrusion 3, select the sketch, and here you have an option called edit sketch. Go to edit sketch and then draw a circle from the center of 42 mm dia, right? Finish the sketch, and now go to extrusion and edit extrusion. Now, and now you select the profile. So this is your profile, 15 mm. That is how it is. Perfect. Now you have a 33 dia hole at the bottom center. So you select the bottom face. This is your face. Create a new sketch. Create a a circle of 30 dia, and then give the dimensions from the extrude. Now you have option over here. You can see this is input geometry. You have to select the profile is selected, sketch plane is selected, direction I have already told you about the direction. Output, now in output you have various other options. This option is called join, this is called cut. So we have to put an cut and we don't have to extrude it. So we select the cut option. Again you have, either you can give the thickness or depth of cut, or you can select this option through all. So when you select through all, it is going, you can see the arrow over here, it is going to cut through the whole component. If you select this option, which is up to next, so it is going to cut up to the next profile immediately over here, so it is not going to cut anything. So select through all and click OK. Now you have got the profile what you wanted, right? Now you can see in the part list the material is given, it is cast iron, right? So to select the material, what you can do, you can go to the tools, right? You have a material option over here, select material. There are n number of materials, you can search it over here also. Cast, you will get iron cast, right? Click on this, select this or arrow, it will come at the top, and close this option. So you can see your material is now selected, which is cast iron, right? If you have to change this appearance, you can go on the appearance option and then you can click whichever appearance you want. Wait a minute, select the body first. We have part 1 selected. Go to appearance and select this option, or if you want this appearance you can select this, if you want this appearance you can select this. For time being we'll keep this only, and you can go to the save option and save your part 1 wherever you want to save it, right? So thanks for being here, and I hope the part 1 of the stuffing box assembly is clear to you. If you have any doubts you can comment down. Yeah, one thing is left, sorry, I forgot. You go to 3D model. If you see, we have given that M12, we have given the thread dimensions, right? So it is M12 thread. So you can go to 3D model. In modify option you have a thread over here. Click on that option, select the surface on which you want thread. This is the surface, add plus, and this is the surface, right? And here there are various other profiles. You select any of the profile whichever you want. I have selected ANSI metric M profile. The size is automatically selected 12. Now you have designations, right? M12 with the 1.75 is the pitch, 1.5 is the pitch, 1.25 is the pitch. You can select whichever you want or whichever is given to you. Then you have the direction, left hand thread or right hand thread, right? And the depth of cut or the depth of thread. Now make sure whichever pitch you select over here, the same pitch has to be selected for your bolt. So I have selected 1.75 mm. I click OK, and the threads have been added. You can see over here, right? So these are the threads over here and on the second hole. So thanks for being here. This was your friend AST signing out.